What is something that you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud?
E-girls are harmful as fuck to the Asian community, especially East Asian community. You know, those chicks who wear Japanese schoolgirl outfits in a very sexually appealing manner. Like, how the fuck do some of you bitches not understand that the outfit you're wearing is a middle schooler's uniform? Middle school! Also, the actual outfits, the skirts go down to the knees. They don't stop at the ass.
What is something that you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud?
Avoiding pregnancy is not hard as y'all make it seem to be. And you do choose who your kid's father or mother is. But this is really for the women who lay up and have kids by men who don't be shit. If this man is a shitty boyfriend, a shitty friend in general, and a shitty child, why would you think, oh, he's going to be a great father? Why? I can't tell y'all what to do with y'all bodies, but me personally, I'm not keeping no baby by no man who's a horrible person, let alone sleep with him. And stop the condoms don't work all the time, or birth control is not 100% accurate. You only have a 1 to 2% chance of everybody. You're not part of that 1 or 2%. You just don't like condom sex, and you got pregnant by a person that ain't shit. Now look at you.
What is something that you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud?
I got a good one. Cubans that fled Cuba at the start of Castro's regime are direct descendants of Spanish colonizers and were Batista sympathizers. They fled Cuba because the revolution said eat the rich, and they did not want to give up their servants. And now they live in the United States, and they spend their time regurgitating right-wing talking points and use the words socialism and communism as scare tactics, because to them, socialism and communism means they have to give up their power. These people truly feel like they've worked for everything that they have, and they don't want to see other immigrants come and do exactly what they did. It's essentially the white privilege of the Hispanic world, because they were colonizers. And this includes my family. I could go on, but I'll stop there.
What is something that you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud?
So I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say it because it needs to be said. There is nothing worse than an immigrant that just fixed their status, just got their green card, and now wants to close the door on immigration, close the door behind them to everybody else wanting to fix their status. For my bilingual followers, you know what I'm talking about. El peor enemigo de un inmigrante es otro inmigrante que sacó papeles y se cree gringo. Ojalá que todos que siguen mi página apoyan inmigración y a inmigrantes. What do y'all think? Am I right or am I wrong?
What is something that you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud?
The baby mothers who don't let their child see their father because they're mad that they don't get to be with the father. Are you bitter and stressed because you intended to trap him, but now you're stuck with the baby?
Something that you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud.
Family ain't shit. And tell them I said it. These be the first people to criticize you, to hurt you, to not support you. I mean, to do all the negativity. It be your own family. Like, who need enemies when you have family like that? These people will do all this behind your back and all in your face. Like, no, girl, I see you. And then let's talk about how they be envious and jealous of the offsprings or the young people in the family because they are being successful in doing things with their lives. I guess they're kind of mad because their life is shit, you know, and things didn't work out for them. So they have to take it out on the younger generation that's out here trying to thrive. Because I see it. Trust me, I do. Like, when I start accomplishing my goals and buying a house, that's when people stop bringing their kids around me. But guess what? That's okay.
What is something that you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud?
A lot of our families need to stop trying to bury the secrets and stop protecting these rapist ass child molesting men in our family. Damn, I just said it.
What is something that you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud?
Please don't come for me in the comments for this one, but it just has to be said. If I ever decide to have a kid, and at any point during my pregnancy or my labor, I like start to die, and the doctor gives the father of my child or me like the choice between me or the baby, like, we better choose me. Like, no questions asked.
What is something that you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud?
Please excuse my appearance, but I saw this and I had to say this. I just want to say it out loud, get it off my chest, okay? Anytime any person on my social media announces that they're having a baby, I immediately mute them or unfollow them. I know, I'm an asshole, but I know from that announcement forward, all I'm gonna see is baby shit. Like, all of a sudden, the person that I was following, the friend or the family member, it's like they just died and all that exists is the goddamn baby. It gets worse. I kind of don't want to be friends with anyone that has kids. I know, it's shitty, I know. It's like their brains don't allow them to have any conversation that doesn't have to do with their kids or childbirth or whatever, and you're just sitting at the table listening to them compare different brands of strollers and like fucking breast pump brands. I just don't care.
What is something that you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud?
As a heterosexual man, it actually feels good when you let her stick something in your butt.
What is something that you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud?
I hate the bitches that be like, oh my god, I'm bipolar, but they aren't diagnosed, and the only thing that they think makes them bipolar is that they have mood swings. Like, oh my god, I was so happy, but then Christian spilled his juice on me, so like now I'm pissed. Like, I'm so mad. That's a natural human reaction. Anybody would be mad if somebody spilled something on them. It's disrespectful to people who are actually bipolar and actually know what it is, because it's a lot more than just mood swings.
What is something that you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud?
Every time I say this, I get a lot of flack for it, but I'm going to tell you this because I wish somebody would have told me. Weed is holding you back. I'm not talking to people who use it for true medicinal purposes. I'm talking to people who feel like they have to roll over, roll something and smoke it just to have a good day. I'm talking to people who think, let me smoke this before we go to the movie theater. Let me smoke this before we go out. Let me smoke this before I go to work. Let me smoke this because I got off of work. Let me smoke this to deal with my kids. Weed is holding you back. It suppresses your emotions, okay? So instead of you dealing with things that you truly need to deal with and heal from, you smoke weed. And I know it feels very therapeutic. I know it's easy to say, fuck it, I'll do it tomorrow. But it's holding you back. It's the reason you're stuck at that dead-end job. It's the reason you're stuck in those dead-end relationships. It's the reason you keep dealing with shit that you don't deserve to deal with. Because you smoke weed and you say, fuck it. Stop smoking weed for 30 days. See how you're...
What is something that you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud?
American middle school and high school history teachers shouldn't just be ex-jocks who want to coach the sports teams.
What is something that you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud? I'll go first. A lot of y'all are practicing New Age spirituality and witchcraft without realizing it, and that is why you're dealing with depression, anxiety, sleep paralysis, seeing things, bipolar. You're not supposed to be seeing your dead granny or grandpa in the corner of your room. You're just not. If you're seeing all that stuff, you're definitely opening up some doors. Okay? You don't have a mental illness, you don't have anxiety. Those are all demonic spirits toying with you. And if that's the case, you should check whatever you are doing in your free time. I used to suffer from anxiety, depression, all of that stuff. And when I got closer to Jesus, one thing he promised me was peace, and honey, that's what I got. The more you stop toying with all that New Age spirituality stuff, them tarot cards and zodiac, them horoscope, all that, you'll find peace. What is something that you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud?
I have a few. I started trying for my first baby at 16 after 1 month into the relationship, got pregnant after 4 months. I do not believe in God. I am not a Christian, not anything like it, but my husband is. And we are very happy in our unequally yoked marriage. My child will never be forced or obligated to share with your child. Yeah. I exclusively bed shared with this boy for 19 months, and I plan to do the same thing with my next baby or until they're ready to sleep in their own room. I'm pregnant with my second baby at 19, and yes, it was planned, just like my first. Being proud of your breastfeeding journey is not hating on formula feeding moms, just like being proud that you're formula feeding is not hating on breastfeeding moms. In this household, my husband works and I stay home with the kids. I cook, clean, I do everything with the kids and the house. Even though I am working right now, I still do all of that and more. And that's the way we lived for 2 years, and there is nothing wrong with it.